One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Network Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bearcats will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. he showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, catch the football. He's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Nowhere to go but on down. He goes at the 39.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, they're in a 3-4 alignment, you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How that big fella in the middle completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Bearcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could talk to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Sorsby. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get it.
Makes a grab past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down.
And no panic from the QB. It's 4th down. I need you to make a play. Okay, I'll just scramble around, stay patient, get the completion. First down, no big deal.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Great place to start for this offense. He's got it on the run.
Got like that big, reliable security. That's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Walker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Bryant. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Wants to throw on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Hand off from the gun. Sweet cut there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 28.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Extending the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Looking to throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's left. Setting up the screen. Oh, out of space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moss. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. It's a running room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The short hands, it's McClain. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Udo. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, I'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we've got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowling their neck up, getting a big stop.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To throw, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. And they got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. No good. And after the miss, guys, the 4 stays right where it is. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On the move, he fires. He makes the catch. Whipping up a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it set up on the outside. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35. Offense trying to keep them off balance on first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no ball, no foul.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Been tough to find the end zone here in the first half, but the ball's in plus territory. First and 10, under a minute to go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And back to the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's second and 14. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play calls and everyone on the same page here. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting dunked. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And the Bearcats will keep this drive going.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the right side. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Dropping back, it's Levin. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route. And a nice...
He's trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it up to 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Receiver on the move gets a touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are
an aggressive person, Paul. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, second half, if I can tie the football game, a fourth down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal in this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
No return coming. He'll call for the Bearcat. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He wants to change this route. The play action fake. Under fire. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle, and maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McClain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Direct snap. It's Udo fighting off the defender. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. A tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Got enough enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Give to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Lemon. Nice move there. Runs through a tackle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation, building on that lead.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's loose. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Going to swing it on second down. He'll take the deep shot. A full dive to haul that one in. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it first and 10 from the 46. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
There's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Cincinnati offense
apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Big guy smells it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Buys a little time. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Dropping back, it's Levin. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Setting up for a first and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's one. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bearcats will have it first and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Royer. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. After back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That will... Cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. The Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Rhys Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, you're giving the offense defense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the... They snapped it to the up, and he's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. So West Virginia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up in the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
To the air on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Run the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bearcats are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. To the air, it's Sorsby. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mountaineers heading quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in, it's Vaughn. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grant behind the line. It's Vaughn.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down. And they're like, all right, let's go.
Wide open spaces. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Floating away.